Oh, that is really zoomed in. Let me pop us out there. There we go. How's everyone doing? Andy here, Biohazard Declassified. Hope you're all doing well. How are you doing, guys?
Doing awesome, thank you, man. I'm excited for tonight. Like, surely we're guaranteed some Resident Evil tonight.
I'm hoping we're going to get something. It's the 40th anniversary of Capcom. They've got a showcase happening. It's going to be like, what, 40 minutes long or something like that. We know that they're going to inevitably announce Exoprimal and I think Dragon's Dogma too. But I'm really hoping that we get something Resident Evil related that's not VR. What are your initial thoughts, Phil?
Yeah, I'm hopeful of something. Like, I don't want to go all out and be over optimistic for all the things that we've been asking for years that we probably won't get. But I reckon they could at least do separate ways for us, because it's been a long time coming, and I think that would be a huge omission if we don't get that. So, at the very least, up with that. But if they want to throw in a few surprises as well, then I won't complain.
Well, we were talking briefly off air about them having it. They've been doing a lot of classics collections. Metal Gear Solid's having a classics collection. Wasn't it Mega Man had a classics collection recently?
I think that's had one, yeah.
Surely it's not out of the realms of possibility that at some point down the line we do get a Resident Evil classics collection. What is holding them back from doing a classics collection at this point?
I've no idea. I mean, we kind of got a glimpse of like a bit of a, when they brought the director's cut onto the PlayStation, what was it, Plus, like premium kind of pass. They made that available, but yeah, to have it on the trilogy would be incredible, and I think it'd actually bring new people to the OG trilogy, because some people only know, the remasters and the most favorited, Resi games. So it'd be awesome to, expose more people to the OG trilogy. But in terms of what's holding them back, I've no idea.
Yeah, because I think they'd make money off it, even if it was purely from people like us who are just snapping it up for pure nostalgia. But there's definitely going to be new people who would try it and especially because that kind of game in the indie scene is successful now. Like, I mean, loads of AAA aren't touching fixed cameras and like more that kind of aesthetics with survival horror, but loads of indie games are doing that and they are getting success. So it's not like it's something completely uncalled for.
So El Vicino says here, this was interesting actually. They put out a poll recently saying basically, what game would you like us to remake next? It would be very interesting if they did. I very much doubt they would, but if they did publish the results of that poll, what won the game to remake next? What do you guys think about that? What game would you have thought would be at the top of that list?
Between Code Veronica and Outbreak is the other one that I keep seeing the most people kind of asking for. I obviously in favor of both of them, although I said, because it's like got loads of potential, but it didn't really play well, Survivor would be a great one to touch. You could do like that with like a modern FPS style. That would be, far better than it was originally.
That's a real good shout about Survivor. Yeah, I'm on board with that. But yeah, I definitely think Code Veronica, it's the one people are screaming out for the most, I think. And like you said, I think secondly, it's definitely Outbreak. Some people, I don't think they kind of got the experience with Outbreak, didn't they? I was very late in trying that out. But for me, like, I feel like I haven't had the true experience of it. Like, I feel like I need to play it with other RE players because it just wasn't working when I was trying it on solo. I feel like you really need to know what you're doing with it.
It's
I haven't had the proper Outbreak. Yeah, I haven't had the proper Outbreak experience. So definitely one I need to play with people.
So I always see this. I always see RE9. Where do we go from Resident Evil? Because the Ethan storyline's kind of wrapped up. Like there's not going to be a trilogy for that. That whole storyline's wrapped up. Obviously, they're doing the remakes, but now we're at 4. Where do they go? What does Resident Evil 9 look like?
Well, it depends if they want to actually wrap up any of the like open storylines, because we know Capcom love just leaving things hanging and then never coming back to them. But they've got Chris is at war with the BSAA. We don't know what's happened, like all his friends who are in the BSA, what they think of him going rogue and everything else. They're using bioweapons that are based on Chris. There's loads of stuff there, but whether they do that or not, like say, I'd happily have a RE9 which opens with like Chris and the Houndwolf squad doing full like a raid on BSAA Europe's headquarters and like loads of Chris bioweapons just gunning them down.
That's a decent shout.
No, agreed. But what characters, I suppose? Who's going to lead? What, they're going to go back to Jill Valentine? Is Jill Valentine going to be like Death Island, where she's going to wear the same outfit from RE3 and then just completely ignore all the lore?
I think it'd be awesome to have her leading. Yeah, I've got a feeling, like you say, that they could go down the Chris route, like Phil said, but I would love to see Jill lead a game again. She just bossed RE3.
Yeah. I mean, say what you want about how Resident Evil 3 remake was implemented and how it was received. Like Jill all the characters in that game I thought were exceptional. Carlos, Nikolai, Jill, all better than the original. It's just the game wasn't long enough, unfortunately. So this is, I always see this, Mr. Officer Alan it says RE5 remake. Are we going to have an RE5 remake? Is that on the cards? Do we want to see co-op survival horror again? What do you guys think?
It'll happen eventually. I think they're already kind of planning that, but I think it'll be after RE9, just because of the development cycle they've been doing with the remake after a game that's kind of got the same mechanics of it, but in the more modern timeline. 7 was 2 and 3, Village was 4, so RE9 might be a co-op game in the same style. That might be how we bring Jill in.
At least this way, if it's RE5 remake, it's going to be a lot more founded in like actual survival horror rather than the action horror. I'm not saying RE5 was a bad game. I think it's one of the best cult games you can ever play. Just superb horror, action horror game and co-op game, but it just didn't have a survival horror edge to it whatsoever. So maybe I would like to see them kind of lean into that a bit more. But I think maybe Resident Evil 4 remake was the perfect like toe in the line in between both survival horror, but it wasn't too much action. It was like RE4 was pretty perfect, to be honest. RE4 remake.
I generally think that they perfected the remake, and I never thought I'd say it, but I just think for me it just surpasses the original. I think, especially in terms of replayability as well. But like you said, I'd love to see RE5 remake with that more of a survival horror edge. I definitely think we'll see the RE5 remake before we see like the likes of Code Veronica or anything. Sorry, that was my lamp.
That's right.
Yeah, before we see Code Veronica, I think we've definitely got that next. I think in the remake line.
Yeah, unless they do. I mean, I am seeing in the comments section here loads of support for Code Veronica. I would love a Code Veronica. So Phoebe says, I would love a Code Veronica to have a remake too. I'd hate to hate it based on my first and only experience of it. Yeah, I mean, it's in my opinion that's the last game that really needs an urgent update. Like Resident Evil 5, like in an ideal world, needs an update, same as Outbreak, but Code Veronica is really the last of the OG Resident Evil game, which needs a bit of a lick of paint, to be honest.
Yeah, it still holds up real well today, I think. It's a huge game, isn't it? And I'm still yet to kind of get good at that game. It's real challenging. It's real good. There
was a couple of comments about... Oh, here you go. So Mickey says Dino Crisis remake. And they're talking about Exoprimal a lot. I'm of the ilk they should just sack it off. They've already imported dinosaur textures into the RE engine. Just call it quits. All full steam ahead. Dino Crisis remake. Wouldn't that be nice?
1,000,000%. I think definitely alongside Code Veronica, people are screaming out for Dino Crisis. I think it's literally on par. That's literally mostly what I'm seeing. Dino Crisis remake, So it's definitely, I think there's definitely the demand there for it.
I just don't understand who Exoprimal is for.
No, I'm not sure. I can't say it massively appeals.
They must have a business plan. Like that, all the guys in the C-suite all sitting around this massive table, all going, right, we need some more ideas for our next game. Out come the analytics. Well, we've been successful here, and here, and here. where is this? Where is this for Exoprimal? Because I'm just not seeing it. Where is this hidden fan base?
It feels like trend chasing with the multiplayer stuff. It feels like it's.
Mm.
I mean, Capcom aren't the only ones doing it, to be fair, because everyone's kind of got this. Sorry, I just seen Will comment on
He's a
Twitch.
wanker,
I was just
isn't he?
saying that.
You'll get the word exclusive from me. So what you're saying is Will's going to be twittering on the shitter. Will on Twitter on the shitter. Yeah, unfortunately, RE Central couldn't be with us today. But yeah, he I'm sure will run to the toilet if anything gets announced, as we'll be screaming ahead of.
Oh, I completely lost track of what I was saying then. But
I did as well.
yeah, trend chasing on multiplayer stuff, because like everything's an extraction shooter. It seems like, and then like on like the PlayStation stuff they announced recently, and then Capcom would just keep bringing out these multiplayer things that with the RE games, and then they fizzle out. This is it on its own. It's not attached to anything, so it might get more support. But again, I just the idea of dinosaurs kind of falling onto the like a waterfall, and then you shoot them. It just what? I don't know. I don't see the appeal personally.
Very, very, very bizarre. But as I said, there's got to be a business plan somewhere. There must be an audience clamoring for this game, like a hybrid between the Monster Hunter and survival horror games, I guess. Let's have a look here. So MLAR says that, and we haven't had a Dead Rising game in a little while, so that would be cool.
It's been a while. I love the Dead Rising series.
Whether they reboot Dead Rising, because I mean, how much more can they do with Frank West? I'm not sure. I don't know if it's Frank West. Is Frank West in Dead Rising 4 in it?
Yeah, I believe so. I think he was in that one.
I'm hoping if they do, if Dead Rising does come back, we know it's going to be on the RE engine, so it's going to look absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I'm imagining they'll probably reboot it. So Outlaw coming in, Parasite Eve remake. I appreciate this isn't Capcom, but a Parasite Eve remake and Alone in the Dark PS1 game remake. Well, we are getting the Alone in the Dark, but it's unfortunately based on the 1992 Alone in the Dark. And actually, I played Alone in the Dark 1993 the other day, sorry. And oh my God, it is in desperate need of a remake. It really is. It's a product of its time, to diplomatically say. But yeah, I'll be on board for a Parasite Eve remake. Or I was more of a fan of Parasite Eve 2. It had a little bit more action in it and less RPG elements for me. Because I like to think of Parasite Eve as almost like a mix between Final Fantasy and Resident Evil.
Nice. I've not actually played those yet, but I do have Parasite Eve 2 in the stream backlog. Yeah, sure.
What's actually hilarious is Parasite Eve 2 launched in the UK, but Parasite Eve 1 didn't. Or it was the other way around. I thought it was Parasite Eve 1's in the UK and 2 didn't. Very, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre.
That's weird. Yeah, I was going to say I've not seen a copy of the first one. That's why I've only got the second one.
Yeah.
The best one.
Because I think it's only in US and Japan. So Brandon says maybe a new Monster Hunter. I'm not big into Monster Hunter. I'm told it's one of Capcom's best-selling series behind Resident Evil, actually.
It is, yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked. But actually, they've got one coming out for the Switch, haven't they?
Not too sure.
Or it's out on Switch.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure if there already is one on the Switch. Not too sure.
This has always been really, really frustrating. Oh, hang on. It's just starting now.
I think sorry.
That's all
right, man.
I was gas bagging.
Not a problem.
Let's,
time flies, man.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Capcom Showcase. Before we get started, we'd like to share that June 11th, 2023 marked Capcom's 40th anniversary. A big thanks to everyone for playing our games. It's thanks to our amazing fans that we can celebrate such a milestone. We look forward to creating many more games in the years to come. And
let's get it done, guys. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure you're liking wherever you're watching it. And drop the cheekiest of cheeky follows.
Our latest titles at the Capcom Showcase. Stay tuned until the end so you don't miss anything. Let's take a look at this video.
I think it's Dragon's Dogma 2.
Is this not the thing we saw yesterday at the Xbox?
Oh yes, it was. I thought it was on Amusha, but it wasn't.
Nice.
So I think this was a new IP. I didn't take the name of it down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I saw it at the Xbox Showcase, but the name escapes me.
Again, I thought it was on Amusha, but I guess it wasn't.
I thought the logo looked like it, yeah, at the start.
See, I wonder if this is on the RE engine.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Path of the Goddess, right, that was it.
Traditional Japanese aesthetics come to life through the power of RE Engine.
Oh, it's RE engine.
Experience a unique blend of strategy and action in this epic tale. A beautiful yet unsettling world of mystery awaits in Kunitsu.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise
Path
was
of the Goddess.
RE Engine as well, apparently.
Coming to Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Windows, PlayStation 5.
Happy birthday in
and
an hour,
Steam.
Katie.
Mega Man X Dive Offline is coming to Steam, iOS, and Android.
See, I've never really played Mega Man.
Neither have I. It's not a series I've touched.
No, when I was on classic consoles, I was too busy playing Sonic.
I mean, even during like retro collecting, the Mega Man games, they're real expensive. Particular ones.
So was Mega Man on the Super Nintendo, was it?
I believe it was.
Play as
Yeah,
Mega Man
back
X
then.
and other characters from the Mega Man franchise, including characters that haven't been playable before.
Admittedly, I always get Mega
Level up
Man
your
mixed
favorite
up with
characters and
Metroid.
equipment to create a
Yeah.
powerful hunter. Power up your weapons and more to customize your character however you want. Mega Man X Dive Offline.
But then this begs the question, if they're doing all these retro collections, are they doing them like chronologically, so we just have to like kind of make out the timeline for when we get the Resident Evil one?
Essentially.
How many years after Mega Man was Resident Evil?
2028.
Then analyze recovered memories to unlock characters.
Yeah, I don't know how Hollie's wearing a coat actually, because
Mate, I've got the window wide open. I thought I have to wear the Leon jacket tonight as like a good luck omen. Come on.
Enemies await on
could not
and
wear
new
it.
stages. You're bound
Just
to
in a
clash with
t-shirt,
familiar
I feel like I'm
bosses
gonna
from
melt.
the past. Build the ultimate hunter and save the deep log from total destruction.
Yes, Dale, we do need more Resi, always.
all day, every
Mega Man
day.
X Dive Offline launches in 2023.
Maybe a long-standing thing there between like Monster Hunter fans and Resident Evil fans over who gets the most stuff off
Yeah.
Daddy Capcom.
Now, here's the Capcom Spotlight Corner.
Yo, what is this? What's Capcom Spotlight Corner? All right.
Street Fighter 6.
Street Fighter 6.
is upon us. Street Fighter 6 launched on June 2nd. It's already received an enthusiastic
Yeah,
welcome
it's getting
from
10
fighting
out of
game
10s.
fans
I couldn't
around the
believe
world.
it.
Is it? Wow.
Street Fighter
Have a good one,
6
Katie.
includes World Tour, an expansive single-player story mode. Fighting Ground, the core fighting game experience made even more accessible. And Battle Hub, a social space where players from around the world can compete and hang out. These are the game's 3 main modes. In addition, we're planning to release new fighters and content, so you can enjoy the game for a long time to come. Street Fighter 6 is out now for
Very good.
PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam. Don't miss it. We also have an announcement for Capcom Pro Tour 2023. This year's Capcom
Oh,
Pro
this
Tour
is their
features
esports,
Street
isn't
Fighter
it?
6, the newest
Yeah,
entry in the
I think so.
series. Players
I remember
from around
Tony
the
talking
world
to me
will
about
compete
it,
in
and I still
regional
don't
matches
understand it.
and battle to be
Is this the one that has like the
champions.
huge like
It's like $1
jackpot
million.
winnings?
Launch of
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6 this year.
Oh, here you
the
go. Yeah, I was just about
largest
to announce
prize
it.
pool ever.
Oh
The
yeah.
total prize pool for Capcom Pro Tour is over $2 million, with $1 million going to first place. Capcom Pro Tour 2023 will feature 3 types of tournaments: online premieres, offline premieres, and World Warrior. The winners of each tournament will advance to the World Finals at Capcom Cup 10. Stay tuned to see which player will
Yeah.
crush the competition and take home this year's championship.
Outside of things like COD, this is like probably the biggest
Next,
esports.
we have news about Street
I-
Fighter
I'm
League
guessing
Pro JP
kind of-
2023.
Yeah, I reckon so.
It's
The real
just-
hardcore out of the
Street
beat 'em up
Fighter League,
gamers.
The world's top
Mm.
players form teams of 4.
Thank you,
and
Han.
compete in official Capcom Team League matches. We have the largest number of teams ever. The opening match will be held on July 7th and will be streamed live on the Capcom Fighters JP channel on YouTube and Twitch. Don't forget about the Street Fighter League World Championship 2023. The US and European leagues will determine the teams that will go on to compete in the World Championship.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Close and
VR
personal
mode.
with Resident Evil 4
As
on the
expected.
PlayStation
What's up
5.
then?
The game's main story will be playable in VR with PlayStation
We might get a release
VR
date
2.
though, so it won't be nothing.
Thanks to the power of PlayStation VR 2, you'll be
This
able
is still
to
a
experience an
spotlight
even
corner
more
though, isn't it?
immersive
So
version of the game.
that means we could still get something in the main part of the show, or however the
Take
structure
aim
is.
as you fight to
It
survive.
looks so good.
Yeah.
RE4's cutting-edge
I think it might be
action
too
is a
hectic
core
in
part of
VR.
the
That's
game.
my only fear.
And the PlayStation VR 2 Sense controller makes
potentially.
carrying even more
Yeah, how you
intuitive.
tell people are behind you and stuff.
Experience extreme survival
It's just
horror
like everything.
firsthand.
Like the other Resident Evil 4 was fine.
Resident Evil 4 VR mode
Oh, it's
is
free?
a free
Okay.
DLC exclusive
When?
to PlayStation VR 2.
Come on, tell us when. Oh,
Oh, you can't see it was that black
Sometime,
screen.
eventually.
they do not
Now
want to
on
tell
to
us
the
that.
next game in today's lineup.
Pragmata. What one's this? So, have we seen this one before?
Not seen this.
What in the Metal Gear Solid is this?
Have we seen something about this before? Or...
We might have done. I don't recall it.
No, I don't recall.
Hey, Delhi. It didn't really tell us a lot.
No, I've seen that name. I don't know whether I've seen anything else.
Oh! Oh, sorry. I thought this
So
was
just
like a
doing that.
village announcement or something. Well, I'm so sorry.
That's alright.
Postpone the release of
Looks a bit
Pragmata.
like-
I got too
okay.
excited then.
So it's been put back.
It's almost time for Ghost Trick. Here's the
Oh,
latest
this
on
was
the game.
that 2.5D thing.
Yeah.
paranormal
I'm Ace
Attorney.
the original creator
That's
of
it.
Ghost Trick. It's almost time for the game's release, and I can't wait for you to play
What a
it.
drip.
But first, let's get started with this.
My guy feeling drippy.
Showcase overall, I think they said about 36 minutes.
Yeah, something like 36, 38 minutes, something like that.
About a third of the way through so far.
And they've already spoken about Street Fighter. They've already spoken about RE4 VR.
Yeah.
So what was the other big game that they were
Demo for
going
Ghost
to talk
Trick
about?
is available now for download.
Well, actually, what else are they going to talk about outside of this? There's got to be new stuff.
The two main ones they announced were this and Exoprimal.
Oh, yeah,
they
sorry.
said
Fucking
and more.
Things may seem unrelated at first,
So,
but each person
it's-
plays a vital role in his story, and together, their
Hey, Jess.
stories will lead him to one ultimate truth. So think of the demo as a doorway,
Yeah.
inviting you into a great big mystery. It's been 30 years since we made the original game, and just like Cecil, I met many new people, and there were many miracles that occurred during its development. I have no doubt.
So what was this, originally a DS game or something?
Into the unforgettable game it is.
No idea.
Yeah, I've not heard of this one.
I'm just trying to work out, like, I originally thought he was wearing, like, a vest thing, but it's, like, part of his shirt.
It's like a waistcoat that's built in. How does that happen?
You have like the sickest drip out there.
And one more thing. I practiced very, very hard for 2 weeks for this appearance. So, should we meet someday, it will make me very happy if it could speak in Japanese.
Oh, that's cool. What a lad. So is this coming out for Switch, I take it, or something?
Definitely looks that kind of game, I think.
It looks like something that limited run games would put out a run of.
Yeah. Yeah, typical style.
From the creator of the Ace Attorney series, Shu Takumi, this classic mystery game is being reborn. One night, a man named Cecil loses both his memory and his life. Using the powers of the dead, he tries to solve the mystery of his own death. The only clue he has is a red-headed detective. A night of mystery begins anew. A rookie detective, brimming with a sense of justice. She too is being targeted, and Cecil witnesses her death. Who was I? Why was I killed? Who killed me? And what does it mean that I was given these powers of the dead? Use the powers of the dead to possess and trick items. The controls are easy. Connect Cecil's glowing blue soul to the core of objects to possess them.
Why did he die
Possess the
face down,
tire.
arse up?
Possess the bowl. Possess the star ornament. You can then trick the
That's my
objects you
TikTok
possess.
string down.
Trick the guitar and play it. What will happen when you trick the cart? Trick the door to open
I know
it.
that stuff, you have to tread carefully, don't you?
Possessing and tricking
you do.
objects will let you access
Well, I was streaming
new
Summer Game
areas.
Fest and I actually got banned.
Cecil can
You're
go
kidding,
back
did ya?
4
Yeah,
minutes
it's
before
something to do
someone's
with, like, I don't know, it
What
said like
happened
nudity
before
or
her
something.
murder?
Mate, mine was okay.
death. Those clues are
Oh, very
hidden in
odd.
the past.
So odd.
Follow past events in real time. The limit, however, is 4 minutes. Help people avoid near-death predicaments and change their fates.
It's basically Final
Cecil will face
Destination, the
death in
game.
many forms.
Yeah.
Changing their fates will change the story. And that story must be linked in some way to the mystery of Cecil's death. Ghost Trick, launching on June 30th, 2023.
I might actually check that out because it does
Demo
sound like
version
an interesting.
available now.
Oh, that's
miss the
cool. You try out the
pre-order
demo.
bonuses. See the
And it's
official website for
across all
details.
platforms as well.
Yeah, not one for me, but
Come on, what we
Seems
got?
kinda
On
cool.
to the next game in today's lineup.
What you got? What you got for us? Oh, world premiere! What we got? What we got? This is brisk. Obviously, it's Capcom. Oh no, it's not. Damn. It's Ace Attorney. I think
That's
it's
his Ace
Attorney,
Attorney in it, I think, yeah. Oh, false alarm.
So we know we got Dragon's Dogma as well. So
Oh yeah, that might.
there's room to squeeze one other thing in besides them, but
just a title would do.
yeah, just to say it is coming.
Ace Attorney.
Yes, my wife might be happy about that.
So was this on DS? Was it?
Yeah, I think there's quite a lot for the DS, yeah. They're meant to be decent games.
Haven't watched them; they are quite funny. But...
So I take it this isn't like a remaster or anything. It's a brand new title.
I don't know anywhere near enough, but I know some were only available on certain platforms or in Japan and not elsewhere. So,
oh, it says trilogy there. Is that yet another trilogy? Come
That's
on,
not-
where's the
yeah.
Resi trilogy?
another non-Resident Evil trilogy that they are
They're
porting.
doing us
In Ace
dirty with
Attorney,
these.
players serve as lawyers for the falsely accused. Battle for justice in the courtroom and uncover the truth. Now, the 4th, 5th, and 6th mainline Ace Attorney games are being brought together to share the story of Apollo Justice and his allies in the dark age of the law. On Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Windows, and Steam. The colorful characters and courtroom drama of each game have been relitigated in beautiful full HD. Available in 7 languages: Japanese, English, French, German, Korean, and traditional and simplified Chinese. We've also added voice recordings for the new languages. We're sure there's no objection to everything included in this collection. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy is currently in development for release in early 2024. Please look forward to more information about this collection in the future. Next, we have some Capcom news to share.
Ooh,
Come on.
I like news. Never eat shredded wheat. Come on, let's do it.
Marks Capcom's 40th anniversary. As part of the celebration, we've opened a digital theme park called Capcom Town. Take a stroll through the museum.
That
Original
face.
artwork and other materials from various titles on display.
Unless there's a little Resident Evil arcade, I'm not
You can even
interested.
play a few of Capcom's beloved classics for free.
I mean, that is cool.
Head on over to the castle
Yeah.
and cast your vote in the Capcom elections.
Capcom elections. What is going
Participants
on?
will receive a special reward, so don't miss out. We can't wait for everyone to enjoy these attractions,
Capwood.
along with the many other fun experiences we've prepared at
Oh,
Capcom ID
what?
account required
Reverse?
to play Resident Evil RE-Verse, our new upcoming title Exoprimal, and to use the online features of Street Fighter 6.
Random
You can
reference to
also use
Reverse.
this account with other Capcom services and campaigns.
Yeah,
Such as a
that's
survey
just
about
the
today's Capcom Showcase.
Portal ID thing in it, and then
We'll release more
I
titles
suppose that's all they've got to
compatible
show for
with Capcom
multiplayer
ID
stuff is
soon.
Reverse and Exo.
For now, for Capcom ID.
I think I've got one already.
Yeah, I think I have.
Now for the latest on Exoprimal ahead of next month's launch.
It's coming out next month. God, that's come around quick.
Hello
It
everyone,
has.
I'm Takudo Hideoka, the director of Exoprimal. I'm excited to share the latest Exoprimal news with you all. But first, let's check out this video.
It's not world premiere. We already know about it.
Hello?
Oh, it's Regina!
Hello?
That was
My name
like
is Garrett Stiles.
putting a character who looks like that in a game as well. It's just like, you know what you're doing, Capcom.
Yeah, done a
He
dirty.
was responsible for the entire Exosuit project.
Right, I'm going to put out my
I assume.
biannual tweet
Exosuits were developed
saying
by-
breaking news. This is not Regina.
It's our only shot. We need access to the
Yeah.
past.
No, I agree, Dale. It looks so stupid, but I think the fun of it, of the stupidity, will probably run out quite fast.
Access codes to override Leviathan. You can shut it down. The whole thing.
Should we just ban this game?
Heisel.
The fuel of the future.
All this time, Heisel is a side effect of time travel? Did they just juice it out of dead dinosaurs?
At least we know why dinosaurs bleed blood. Lozol. Unrefined Lozol in the blood. A Neosaur. I mean, look at this. It's a walking glove of stuff.
This is just...
I promise you this. We'll find a way out of here. All Anchor project files have serial numbers. Look for anything starting with 181. That's the project code for Leviathan's core.
Okay, Doc.
Oh, gentlemen, I didn't get your names.
Golos, the Hammerheads.
Well done. You fought desperately and survived. The perfect exosuit development project is nearing fruition. Activating Massacre Module, summoning Neo T-Rex Swarm.
This is all helping to make a better exosuit.
Good hunting, Ace.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
Gotta say, the sci-fi story that they've slapped onto it looks even less appealing than the dinosaur chaos.
Presenting my most exciting
Oh, and it's not even over.
the Savage Gauntlet.
Who is buying the deluxe edition of this game?
That's going to be an extortionate price as well.
This should be a Game Pass. This should be a Game Pass day one. No one's going out of the way. I'm sorry, like it's just no interest in this. There really isn't.
I mean, I wouldn't mind giving it a go, but you're drawn into
It
by, like,
actually
the
is on Game
passes.
Pass.
What did you think?
That's probably the only
That was
reason
a lot
that
of new info.
some of us will end up trying it
Before we
out.
dive in,
I wouldn't mind a bit potentially,
Well, it's
but
free,
then
so-
you'd need to buy the extras and stuff, wouldn't you? At least, I think.
We were extremely pleased. to
Plus,
have
you
so
gave
many
us a lot of
participants.
invaluable feedback.
Plus, you gave
Yes,
us a lot of
Dino
invaluable
Crisis.
feedback. We can't thank you enough.
I've got some
While
more
only
fucking
portions of the
feedback for
Dino
you.
Survival content were made available for the open beta test.
I'm
Today,
getting the
we'll be
sense,
introducing
just a
more
like
content
subtle sense,
including
Andy, that you might be
full
angry about this.
Let's take a look at what you can expect when Exoprimal launches on July 14th. Let's start with the story. Ace, the game's protagonist, is transported to the year 2040 and forced to participate
No doubt,
in a
with
never-ending
not the
series
third
of
energy.
war games. The story unfolds as you play through Dino Survival, the game's main mode. Gathering intel to update the analysis map unravels the mysteries surrounding parallel worlds and the AI entity known as Leviathan. At times, players will also engage in special boss
my
battles
God.
as part of the main story.
This is painful.
Dino Survival mode will also change as the story progresses.
The fact that there
You'll
are
unlock
dinosaurs
new
in the
missions with a
RE
variety
engine,
of objectives,
and it's not
But
Dino
it's not Dino
Crisis.
Crisis.
a multitude of
This is
dinosaurs to fight,
painful.
and more maps. The game will also feature an assortment of unlockables and challenges. Modules can be used to enhance exosuits and modify active skills. These modules can be obtained by fulfilling certain conditions while you play the game. You can also personalize your appearance with a variety of cosmetics, such as exosuit skins,
This
weapon
is just going to be a
skins, decals,
microtransaction
and emotes.
minefield.
The game
Yeah, I
also
reckon so.
features a special 5-player mission that changes weekly. Compete with squads from around the world for the fastest completion times, or by earning awards through achievements, like most damage block with a tank suit in battle. There are many ways to enjoy the game, even after completing the main story. We took your feedback into consideration as well. In the full version of Exoprimal, we plan to implement a mode where victory is determined by completing missions as quickly as possible, instead of direct combat with other players. We hope you look forward to that.
Yeah, kind of. I see
Now,
that scene.
let's go over all the
It's
new
kind of like
info just saw
Warframe
in.
mixed with like Jurassic Park.
Who was that new face at the beginning?
Not Regina.
Yeah, not Regina.
Meet Dr. Signs, the
Not
developer
Dr.
of the
Kirk.
exosuits, and the head of Anchor
Dr. Kirk rip-off.
IBS's elite research group based on Bikitoa Island.
We're literally all doing the same pose right now, sat like in pretty much the same pose trying to hold our shit together.
Just like, oh my god, this is just time is ticking away and away and away.
Yeah.
Incredible battles will unfold while
So that there's not going to be any room for
exofighters and
anything except
dinosaurs
Dragon's
clash
Dogma
atop
2.
this massive space elevator. Players will even encounter dangerous mutations of dinosaurs, known as neosaurs. The most
Nothing
deadly
Resident
among them
Evil
being the
Ricardo,
Neo
unfortunately.
T-Rex.
Yet.
You'll need to work together with your team to stand a chance at taking
Yeah.
them down.
Well, we had confirmation that RE4 VR is free.
Is that a swarm of Neo T-Rexes?
As if for the absolute avoidance of doubt.
Yeah, just a shame that
Wait,
the
what's the deal with
PSVR
this
2
new
isn't
Exo?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
While it may look similar to Deadeye, this exosuit is a variant called Deadeye
Yeah,
Alpha
Dragon's Dogma
First
2 is
Strike.
going to obviously close out the show.
Unlike the
I wouldn't-
default Deadeye, this variant
Right,
comes
Exoprimal
with a
should
weapon
never
that
use
can
the
burst
term
fire or
look
be used as a
similar
shotgun, allowing
moving forward.
exofighters to change their style of play. Exosuit variants, including Deadeye Alpha, will be added in a title update following the full version's release.
God, this is painful.
At the end of the video, we revealed
This
Savage
announcement could have been an
Gauntlet, a mode that lets you take on special
I'm gonna put that on the
five-player
screen.
missions that change weekly. In this mode, players can enjoy a change of pace from Dino Survival by competing against exofighters from all over the world for the fastest completion time. More info about exosuit variants and Savage Gauntlet will be revealed at the Xbox Games Showcase Extended.
Xbox Game
Be sure to
Showcase
tune in.
extended.
And last but not least, we're excited to announce that we'll be holding a second open beta test.
Oh
This
my
time, we're
God.
including additional
Hold your
story-related
horses,
missions,
boys.
10-player co-op missions, and other adjustments based on everyone's feedback. Check out the official website for dates and times. We hope you're all excited to try out this new content.
Thank you, sir.
Players will also receive a new reward for participating. Don't miss out. We'll continue to make adjustments to Exoprimal, leading up to the game's launch on July 14th.
I've got one recommendation for adjustment. Change genres.
Thank you again for all the feedback.
Yeah.
Keep the red hair.
We look
Put
forward
her in
to
a leather
seeing you in the
suit.
second open beta test.
Make it survival horror.
That's all we have for you today. See you in the War Games. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Is it, though?
Next up is the last title we'll be showing off today.
No!
Oh, well.
Oh no.
So he just really said, nope.
This
The
has been
thing that you all
incredibly-
want, not going to have.
It's been so incredibly underwhelming.
No. I don't understand why this is a thing. This has been nothing different they've shown than the Summer
Hi,
Game
everyone.
The
My name is
PS5
Hideaki
Showcase,
Itsuno,
or the
and I'm
Xbox
the director
Showcase.
of Dragon's Dogma 2. It's been over a year since we
We might as well
celebrated
watch this.
10 years of Dragon's Dogma, and I can finally give you
Yeah,
some
not
more
just switch off
information about the
immediately.
new
All right,
game.
that stream's over.
Let's take a look at the trailer we
Disconnect.
revealed the other
Justin's
day.
comments, absolute goat comment. It's like when you want an ice cream from the ice cream man, we've got choc ices at home. We've got Dino Crisis at home. It's like Exoprime's like the
Oh,
choc
my.
ice, innit?
Oh, it really is. Yeah, this has been Capcom's probably weakest. It's not weakest because of the quality of games, because all these games, aside from Exoprimal, are very good. It's just they've already been announced, so I don't get why this needs to be a showcase.
You need only believe in your
I think it's
own
just 'cause
destiny, Arisen.
It's showcase season, probably.
I feel like someone's pissed in my cereal.
Empress Medinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen.
Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. Long live
Also, Phil, we did not get, across this whole weekend, confirmation of the Tomb Raider game.
No, that's true.
Nothing. That's interesting.
whether Amazon are going to do their own thing at some point.
Yeah, Amazon Showcase, no doubt. They love a showcase now, don't they? This wasn't even a thing 3 years ago.
That is most unfortunate.
Yeah, I've never played Dragon's Dogma. This does look cool. I will.
I think Dragon's Dogma come out at the wrong time. It come out before. I think it come out before Dark Souls, or at least Dark Souls rise into prominence.
What did you think?
Fantastic.
The action RPG game Dragon's Dogma was released in 2012. Now, a decade later, I'm proud to share a look at the highly anticipated sequel, Dragon's Dogma 2. Today I want to talk about 2 characteristics that Dragon's Dogma 2 will inherit from its predecessor. First, Dragon's Dogma 2 will be a single-player game, but with pawns at your side, it will feel like co-op. And second,
Yeah.
gameplay will feature
The showcases
action
are what we
role-playing
get in place of
mechanics
E3.
set in an open-world environment. In the Dragon's Dogma series, you embark on your adventures with pawns, otherworldly beings controlled by AI. Alongside the player-controlled Arisen, you can embark on your journey with a main pawn that can be customized to your liking, as well as up to 2 additional support pawns you can borrow from other players to form a party of up to 4 characters.
How the fuck does that work?
Pawns are controlled by the AI and are now capable of even more precise decisions than in the previous title, helping you in the midst of battle. They can also help guide you to new locations or give you a high five.
It looks
following a
pretty.
successful battle. It really feels like playing in a party with other players.
El Gigante.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is built with the RE engine, resulting in a dense world woven with high graphical fidelity. You'll enjoy a world roughly 4 times the size of the original Dragon's Dogma, with more to experience than ever before. The characters and monsters that populate the world are given life thanks to the power of AI, and players will feel like they've been reborn in this vibrant fantasy world. You can look forward to a variety of vocations to choose from. Your vocation will shape your Arisen's role throughout the adventure. Will you take on enemies with swords? Magic? It's
Why is
all up
magic
to you.
spelled like that?
We'll have much more to share in the future, but for now, I want to go over a few sections from the trailer that show what we've improved for Dragon's Dogma 2. This game is designed
minutes
to
left.
enable players to take on situations in their own way.
Imagine that. Imagine that right at the end. Oh, by the way, Resident Evil Classic Collection. Bye bye.
NPCs to life.
Just like a on screen for a single frame.
We got it!
Yeah! Can you think of? Meet 2 characters pivotal to the story that also appear in the game's key art. Ulrika, a bow wielder with a deep connection to the Arisen, and Nadinia, a high priestess of the Beast Ring, which appear in the series.
You're like eating your headphones because you don't want to hear anymore.
How will they affect your fate? The intricate relationships and situations you will encounter in the game are sure to keep you on your toes. During your adventure, you will come across familiar monsters from the previous game, as well as new monsters such as Medusa. You can look forward to new player vocations and many new experiences unique to Dragon's Dogma 2. Please stay tuned for more information. Thank you so much for tuning in.
They really are going to just end it now, aren't they?
And that's absolutely dirty.
Very good. One thing they do have is they do have a massive sale on everywhere. So you can get like Resident Evil games like stupid cheap. I saw it on Steam the other day, it was mental.
Yeah, at least it's something.
Yeah, look. Love me some Exoprimal, Michael. Love me some Exoprimal.
Beyond and hello and what the hell
Oh,
is
so
that?
that's just.
I'm not sure.
Can I take my microphone off?
It's okay.
Oh,
I'm Exco.
no way IGN just about to shit on this. Let me turn this up.
Take my microphone off.
Hang on, what?
Yeah, so what the hell was that?
Hi.
That's hilarious. No way did they just
Beyond
bury it.
and hello and what the hell was that?
Hi.
I'm not sure.
Can I take my microphone off?
It's okay. Welcome back. I'm
Wow.
Max Gova. Welcome to a very special Summer of Gaming edition of Podcast Beyond, IGN's weekly PlayStation show. We're going to break down everything huge, regardless of whether or not it's PlayStation exclusive that happened in that Capcom show. But don't worry, we're going to talk about other stuff. Thankfully, we're not expected to just talk about Capcom. But we are going to talk about Capcom. Here to help me break down all that stuff, I'm joined by Jada Griffin, Matt Kim, and Akeem Lewanson. Wow, that was kind of slim pickings right there.
I mean, well, Capcom, they're 40 years old now, and as someone that age, they're showing how out of touch they are with their audience, clearly, by giving us Capcom Town?
Captown.
Captown?
Oh my God, IGN are burying this.
Maybe what Capcom.
It's a browser game you can go to celebrate 40 years of Capcom.
Yeah.
And that was maybe the biggest reveal in that.
No, we got Pragmata. That was probably.
But that's not. That was a delay announcement.
It wasn't.
World premiere delay.
They announced they revealed the delay.
I wouldn't normally watch this, but this is really fun.
We actually
This
put
is
out
wicked.
a poll on
It's the
social
best
media.
part of tonight.
Tweet out your reactions with the hashtag IGN Summer of Gaming. We're still checking those. Jada, what did we have to say? I think we had a comment about the.
Yeah, we got a couple of them. So, based on the reveal of the delay, we got Craig Anderson. That release date apology in the trailer was pretty funny.
We'll say for half an hour.
We had
The RE verse. I think he's also,
1219
given where he's been sitting, he's probably got no legs.
Exoprimal. It feels like they can delay this as much as they want, and it'll still be a banger.
Bro's
This
got the
year
little
and next
circles
are
on his
already
knees
stacked
when you
as it
sit on the
is. I
toilet
do
too
100%
long.
agree. We are
You've got
very
your elbows
stacked.
on your knees.
So I think maybe there's not a lot of pressure on Capcom to like put a lot of stuff out, especially since they're still taking a victory lap from Street Fighter 6 coming out and doing so well.
Yeah, and RE4.
Maybe they just didn't have anything to show.
Feel like having the.
I thought we'd get separate ways as the bare minimum.
It just feels like kind of.
They must. I mean.
Yeah, kind of unnecessary information. Like it almost just kind of
not
like
have a
waters
plan
in terms
for
of
it.
things to
Surely
look
they
forward to.
couldn't
And
have
we were
like
joking
thought,
like,
you know
oh,
what?
they're going to show us Dino Crisis. Please show
We're going to
Dino
remake
Crisis.
RE4 and we're going to
I was
just
thinking
leave
we'd
out
get like an
whole
like
section,
an RE9
which-
tease.
because that'll go down well
Devil
with
May
fans.
Cry 6, something like that.
Yeah, Devil May Cry 6 was the top of my bingo card. Monster Hunter World 2 was what I was
Yeah,
really
they've just
hoping because they're just winding down.
mentioned DMC 6,
development
RE9,
on, Monster
and
Hunter Rise and Sunbreak.
that-
It's the perfect time to be like, hey,
What they were
Monster Hunter
hoping to
World
see.
2 is in production, but no.
Yeah, when you surprise announce a showcase following the events of this weekend, you presume that it's because, hey, we want to get in on the action. We also have big news that we want to drop during this time where everybody's being hyped up for things. And you kind of feel like it's not just a superfluous sort of like, hey, remember these games that we've already announced like 2 months ago?
And a lot of these trailers were just rehashed from stuff we saw at the PlayStation conference or saw at the Xbox conference. Like we've seen a lot of the footage here.
Yeah.
So like I was kind of like, it was like they lost their homework in the mail. They mailed it to LA to get here, and it got lost. And they're like, well, let's just use the homework from last week.
I don't get it. But yeah, we did get the Dragon's Dogma 2 reveal at the PlayStation Showcase, which I'm extremely excited for. Like all due respect, like that game, loved the first one. Very excited to play the second one because it looks gorgeous. But this just feels like kind of a wonky. Like they showed us the trailer we already seen, gave us a little more insight on the gameplay, but with the same gameplay we'd already seen mostly. Like it's just one of those things where you have to keep track of what's actually new and being shown off.
Yeah.
I mean, they were like, we're really excited to announce that this is an open world action RPG that has physics and a pawn system. And it's like, yeah, man, I knew that from the title. It was in the first one, and you put a 2 after it. It's a sort of assume as much.
It even has support pawns, which is interesting.
Human bones that move on their own.
All roads lead to Grand Sororin.
Master Harpies. I'm actually really excited. I hope they don't nerf the pawn dialogue because that is one of the funniest things in that game.
Well,
I think they did actually.
I'll leave the IGN fellas to this. As we,
yeah, I mean.
Yeah, we've seen the drama.
yeah. So, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, I was just checking the live chat on the actual direct Capcom USA stream, and it's lots of Zs, or someone's put boo, there's a thumbs down, poop emojis, tomato emojis. And I mean, yeah, I don't know what, I wasn't expecting, obviously much from this, but I was still disappointed.
You'd think there'd be a few highlights throughout, but just nothing completely underwhelming, I think.
It was literally like someone just auto played the last 10 videos from Capcom USA's YouTube.
Yeah.
Like there was actually, was Ace Attorney already announced? I think that might have been the only one, but I'm not sure on that one.
There's only a couple, I think, that weren't announced.
Yeah, but this is everything was seen. Odd, very odd that unless they just felt left out, I guess, wanting to do something. But it was just a massive waste of resource, in my opinion. We didn't achieve anything more out of that than it's not already been seen already.
Yeah,
I just think, like, definitely from an RE perspective, I thought the bare minimum we'd see was separate ways.
Like an image.
I thought separate ways, a release date, and then I thought potentially a couple of new characters for Mercenaries, and then I thought it's an absolute stretch, but if they did branch out, maybe a Luis, his own kind of little campaign sort of thing. He has his own little thing, you know, like a bit of a backstory campaign. But yeah, I just thought bare minimum separate ways, surely, and a little bit of mercs, but nothing, man.
Yeah, I'm genuinely flabbergasted that they didn't put separate weight. Like, even if they just said, you know, it's in development or it's in progress, just to announce that it exists to the world.
They did this just at the State of Play, like a year ago, or whenever it was, or late last year, when they said, you know, RE4 VR is in development. That's all we needed to see.
Yeah.
Is RE4 DLC in development, and then like a silhouette of Ada or silhouette of Wesker. That would have just been, whoo! That would have been amazing. But yeah, there's nothing here. Apart from, I'm just looking at this feed continues. You guys can't see it. I'll just quickly bring it up on the screen. Path of the Goddess, as you can see here, I got revealed yesterday at the Xbox conference. So it's just a rehashed trailer. And yeah, I think we got a little bit of gen about Exoprimal, but I mean, I wouldn't say I've learned anything more than I could have just gone on an IGN Direct or something that they did at the time when it first announced.
It's definitely not won me over to the game.
Very poor.
Yeah, I mean, even for people who are fans of those games, like Dragon's Dogma 2, I don't think they showed too much with that. If people were excited for that when it was first teased, and then we haven't really got much more beyond it does the things that you expect that kind of game to do. And then they spent the most time on Exoprimal. That's the thing. They spent the most time and the most energy on, here's a big wave of dinosaurs that you can shoot at with things that in a game that nobody wanted, that everyone was momentarily excited when it was first announced, might be something else entirely. I don't know. And then it's not even just Resi fans who are disappointed. I've seen nothing from Monster Hunter. Nothing from...
Fuck yeah, we didn't get anything from Monster Hunter.
Yeah, and that's a huge franchise, isn't it? Of Capcom's, alongside Resi. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty speechless after that.
Yeah. I wonder if Exoprimal will be on PC Game Pass. Or if it's just like actual Xbox Game Pass.
I'm not too sure.
Probably
just an Xbox, didn't it? But yeah.
Yeah, it was just arse across the board, unfortunately. But it's one of these things. I guarantee you, if we didn't cover the event, it'd have been announcement after announcement, and we'd be all kicking ourselves.
Yeah, there'd be a huge drop, wouldn't there?
It's the gamble we take, unfortunately. But I'm hoping this leads to a Resident Evil showcase, because they've done quite a few dedicated Resident Evil showcases the last couple of years. So maybe we get another dedicated RE showcase.
Yeah, although if they do it on the same level as this, they'll do it an RE showcase where it'll be like we're adding more faceless characters to RE-verse.
Do you know, it's almost like I'm holding a burger in my hand, and someone's you're on a night out and you're holding a burger and someone's kicked it out of your hand.
Yeah, you dropped a kebab or something on the night out. Oh.
That's exactly how it feels.
Or it's like you've got a burger, but it's like the type that the truckers hold in RE2 Remake. Because that real greasy one, it's covered in bacteria. From his grubby
Absolute
hand.
AIDS burger.
Oh God.
Final thoughts before we skedaddle.
Just
Well-
completely underwhelming.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed mad.
Yeah.
Be punching you, be like,
Yeah, what do you reckon, Andy?
I mean, we just didn't really see anything. We didn't really see
No.
anything we haven't seen before. It was just a rehash of trailers, which they could have just left in as part of the PlayStation or the Xbox showcase, which they did earlier in the week anyway. But in all fairness, if we could take anything away from the Summer Game Fest, we've had some just great reveals of games like
Yeah,
Alan
definitely.
Wake, all that, just real good shit. So I'm just hoping they put this together at the last minute because they wanted to be involved. Because obviously Ubisoft did one. I don't think Konami have done one. I think they're the only
No, I don't
major one
think
that haven't
so.
done one.
Yeah, but Konami haven't done anything except for when they like that one where they announced like 70 million Silent Hill games.
Yeah,
They don't really
that was
do
insane.
showcases.
Yeah, that was pretty
But,
wild.
Yeah.
Like the Ubisoft one, I don't think there was anything new in that. But at the same time, I didn't watch it, but I've heard positive feedback from it because they showed more details of stuff that people already knew was coming and showed it in more depth and like took people on a tour of games and stuff. And yeah, Capcom could have done a lot more, though, I think, to deliver something that, even if we didn't get anything new at all, like we didn't, they could have still made it more engaging than it was.
Agreed.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, huge shame, man. Yeah, just repeated stuff on it throughout.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, I think we just got raided on Twitch. Hang on. Let me just quickly.
Oh, nice. I think so.
Let me have a
Diva
quick
Dragon Lord, I
gander.
think. Yeah, there's a few coming.
Let's have a quick gander. There you are. Oh, Demo More coming in with the 23
yeah.
viewers. Thank you.
Thank
you
you,
just missed
Demo
it. You just missed it. We had the unfortunate privilege of watching the Capcom Showcase. Again, thank you very much for that, Demo More, sending over your viewers. It is appreciated.
Well, welcome, Raiders, to the post-showcase disappointment hour.
We're in sad boy hours now. We had no announcement of Separate Ways. We had no announcement of Mercenaries modes. Very little Resident Evil outside of the VR mode, which again was already announced. This was just a platform to briefly show off Dragon's Dogma 2. Again, that's got its own core audience, I appreciate. And Exoprimal, which has no audience. I'm yet to find one person. Maybe one of these raiders will be part of that. Maybe one of these raiders will be that one person. That one person is excited for Exoprimal.
Yeah, I just think that there was no point in that VR, just reminder that it's coming out. Because I think they just probably included that just to have some Resi included. Like, oh, we've included Resi, so that'll do.
There was no new footage either. It was the same exact footage.
Yeah. Cypher's crying.
Shout out, boy Carl. Cheers. But
Literally,
you're right.
the only separate ways that's happening is just us three going our separate ways from the showcase. Going our own separate ways.
Do you know what? IGN actually said it best. There was, what was it? Pragmata, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Where is it? Literally, I can't believe this. So IGN had a 3-hour pre-show to this showcase, only for it to be just a collection of trailers that they probably already showed in the pre-show. Wait, let me have a look. They showed off Pragmata, or whatever it's called,
to announce that it was delayed.
Yeah, it said world premiere Pragmata, and then it was like, sorry, we're delaying it.
Absolute burn.
God.
Another raiding coming on Twitch.
Oh, crikey.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Screenfire Germany. Oh, my good friend Andy.
hell
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
That's Andy, isn't it?
Coming in at the last minute there. Jesus.
Yes.
I suppose we best stick
Welcome
around and have a
more Twitch Raiders to join us in
So
drowning our sorrows.
Capcom
Or
Showcase roasting.
Yeah, because the raiders have to experience the hurt and the pain that we have experienced. Let me just bring up this Pragmata trailer again.
Yeah, you guys are in on this too. You can't miss out on
We're
that.
all in this together.
Yeah. We're all crying together.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, Pragmata. Let me just pull this up. Right. So, yeah, all looks very good.
Sorry.
Shows off this very brief trailer. Oh, it says very sorry. I must have missed that.
Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, man.
And then, again, this could have been
All
a
these
screenshot from
clips.
Exoprimal. Here you go, Pragmata.
That is awful.
So-
You should have literally just shown that. Don't show anything else.
I must admit, I did get super hyped because I thought this was Mia or someone like that, like someone from like
Yeah, because you thought it was Village.
Yeah,
Right.
you
was like,
did like nearly jump out your seat at that point. You went, oh.
Here we go, and it turned out not to be.
It makes me wonder how everyone else reacted to this showcase. How other people, live streaming it, other, massive RE channels and stuff.
Do you know, I really feel sorry for JJ because he's got
Yeah.
he had like I looked
He took
earlier.
the day off work, right?
Yeah, he took the day. He took the day off work, and I think he had like fucking 2,000 people in his chat.
Last time I
All
looked, it was 2.8k were watching with him. Poor
Oh,
JJ. But then the time he didn't stream, that was when they dropped all that footage from RE4 Remake, didn't it? And he didn't stream it. He streamed it just after, didn't he? Because he realised.
Here we go.
Oh.
Yeah. So Screenfire Germany coming in. We were 700 people, Twitch and YouTube, avid Resident Evil. It doesn't have to be Resident Evil. I appreciate. It's just there just wasn't a lot there.
Yeah.
Give us something.
But then that's like, I mean, it's probably confirmation bias because Resident Evil is what we look for, but it also seems like the Resident Evil fans are the most active in terms of like doing the streaming and stuff like that, and like hyping these things up, and then we get reused VR footage and not even a whisper of oh, by the way, that DLC that you're waiting for, nothing.
Yeah, look, I really thought that they was going to go, September 2023 or something. Why is that taking so long to come out? I swear this has been in development for ages. Actually, we did get one confirmation, and that's Resident Evil 4 VR is going to be free. So there is that.
Yeah.
What? No way. So obviously, I imagine you're talking about Capcom Germany. Wow. Capcom wrote to me and asked me to share it. So I thought it was RE related. No, they was just sponging off you, mate. That was like, oh, let's get this sucker.
This is where you need to do, like the Eminem song with Dido. This is where you need to write back and be like, Capcom, I streamed it for you, but you still didn't give us any content. I streamed it to 700 people all across the globe. I wrote back to you, but you must not have got it.
Oh my god, just absolutely tragic.
So bad.
It's absolute arse. Even do you know? I don't think I've ever clicked onto an IGN stream and they've just been sitting there like,
yeah.
What was that?
What the hell was that?
I have to say though, the best thing about the showcase was still the outfit that guy from Phantom Trick Detective was wearing.
Yeah, the absolute drip.
It just absolutely just dripped out. Where is he? It's
like,
where's the boy?
It's like, a minute ago.
It's almost like you said to this man, "Do you want to wear a jacket or a waistcoat?" And he's just said, "Yes."
Yep. Give me it all. I want it all.
Yeah, Star Wars show.
Just absolute. I think he's in the. He's straight out of Cyberpunk with that drip.
Or Shenmue potentially. Is he like a merchant of Shenmue or something?
He is. I'm still trying to work out. Is that actually detached or is that just slightly raised?
I think it's like a flap.
It's just a useless flap.
So that's why you're standing so stiff, because if he lifts his arms, it just becomes like that's where it turns into like a Batman outfit, like I am the knight.
I don't know if it's a shirt or a jacket.
But you know, at least there's some showmanship somewhere in this.
Great. And it was really wholesome because he was talking about, he's obviously, English isn't his mother tongue. He was talking about, next time we all hang out, you'll be speaking Japanese.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, it was cool. That.
So Kitty Cat says, "Is there going to be any other showcases this or next month?" I think so. I think the Summer Game Fest is wrapped up now, isn't it, Phil?
I'm not aware of anything else coming up. Let's just see. I mean, Jeff just kind of claims everything for Summer Game Fest. I'm not sure that they're all necessarily part of it, but none of the. No, the next showcase is Annapurna Interactive, but I don't know what type of stuff. That's the guys who did Stray. So.
Oh yeah.
And haven't they got a Silent Hill game coming out? Was it Annapurna that? I'm sure it was.
Possibly.
Yeah, Silent Hill Townfall.
Yeah, whether we'll get that or not, because I know like Bloober are making one as well, but they don't it's all the PR is Konami directly, so they've got I think tight control over the reins of what's shown.
Let's have a look. Annapurna Showcase. Let's see if it's got a game that kind of looks like another Breath of the Wild clone. I love a Breath of the Wild clone.
Is it?
I'm just trying to see. I think you might be right, actually, because I'm looking at all of the Annapurna art that they've released, and none of it has got the same art that Townfall had.
Yeah, they did the brief teaser trailer in Summer Game Fest, didn't they? And it was all kind of.
I think that was at the transmission, the Silent Hill transmission, actually.
Yeah. No, not for Townfall. I mean, for their showcase, they did a teaser at Summer Game Fest, and it was all their own kind of. It wasn't all entirely cutesy, but it wasn't. None of it looked Silent Hill-esque. At least from what I was trying to glean from it.
Oh, well, I would like to say it's been a pleasure.
Pleasure to hang out with you guys.
It's a pleasure hanging out with you, fine folk. But
yeah,
hopefully next time under better circumstances.
Yeah, the pleasure was to share the misery.
Yeah, that's it. We're in it together.
Misery. Indeed. I suppose the last thing to say is, where can we find you guys online?
So I'm Hollie, known as HolsterTV. So I'm on across a few platforms. So on YouTube and TikTok, I'm HolsterTV, and on Twitch, I'm HolsterTV Mate. You'll find me on those, and I stream several times weekly, mainly Resident Evil survival horror, and I do dip into retro and some other miscellaneous stuff.
Yep, and I'm AK Black and Red pretty much everywhere. I've got a presence. YouTube, which we're live on right now, and TikTok. Tomorrow morning, I will be carrying on with Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Let's
go.
Is,
nice.
Have you climbed the ladder yet?
We climbed the ladder this morning. So.
I did see you climbing that ladder.
Did you start the stream, climb the ladder, and you was like, right, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, it's definitely been at least 50%, if not more, of the stream time playing that game has been cutscenes. So, but it's fun. It's fun.
I think Metal Gear Solid 3 actually is probably the best out of the series. So, at least is this first time playing it, or have you played it historically?
First time in a while, good while. I forgot just how much casual groping there was as well of characters. When Snake's in disguise and Volgan realizes it's not him by grabbing his balls.
Oh yeah, that's bizarre. It's got the guy that looks like Raiden, but he's not. I can't remember his name. Like some Russian dude. It does get nefarious quite quickly. But yeah, no, have fun with that. No, thank you guys for joining as always. Yeah, definitely follow these guys on their socials. TikTok's a big one at the moment.
Massive.
That seems to be popping. So yeah, definitely jump on over there. I'm gonna raid out on Twitch, and then I'll close the other platforms down. But I really appreciate everyone dropping by as always. I'm not sure when the next showcase is going to be, but no doubt we'll all probably reunite again. And we'll talk some more Resident Evil, I'm sure.
And hopefully get
awesome.
news.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be any worse than this one. So the only way is up from here.
Agreed.
We're literally all at rock bottom. We can't get any lower right now.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit. Go off on a high note. Right. Thank you, everyone. Take it easy. Look after yourselves. We'll see you all in the next one.